Deal with the topic that's human resource management. Okay, first of all, let me give my introduction. This is Shalini Khatwani. I'm an MBA in the field of finance and marketing, and currently I'm preparing for UGC Net Management. So, human resource management is the most important department of any business organization, which is concerned with an effective and efficient utilization of human resource. And human resource as the most important resource of any business organization. You take any company, Tata, Reliance, Wipro, Google, Microsoft, all these companies are running successfully because they have a motivated, they have the productive human resource which are running their business activity or providing product and service effectively and efficiently. Thus, human resource management department is concerned with the most best utilization of manpower. This department is concerned with, first of all, it is concerned with job analysis. They analyze the job. Then they have concern with HRP. Then there is a recruitment. They focus on recruitment. Then selection. Then placement. Orientation or induction. Then training. That compensation, appraisal, okay. So let's start with the meaning of HRM. Okay, human resource. First of all, let us focus on the first word, human resource. This is the most important resource of all other resource. We have basically 5 resource. Okay, we have studied in management. That's man, machine, we have material, we have method, we have money. Out of all this resource, man is the most important resource. Why this is the most important resource? Because this resource possess mindset, they have capability, they have intellectual level, they have mental skills. Okay, they can be trained, they can be guided, they can be motivated so that they become more productive. All other resource, material, machine, method or money, you can't change them. They will be remaining as it is they are. You can't modify them, you can't upgrade them, you can't train them, you can't enhance the productivity. They will remain as it is. But men, they are the most important department of organization. They play a very dominant role in any business organization. Okay, see, if you talk about any organization, let us take for example, we have organization structure, board of director, CEO, CFO, and you have MD. Okay, then you have GM, then you have different departmental departments, production department, you have marketing department, you have finance department, you have HR department, you have IT department, you have R&D department. Okay, then you have sub department of production. In production you have material department, inventory department, in marketing advertisement, sales, promotion, in finance procurement department, allocation department, in HR department you have recruitment department, training department, development department or compensation department. So basically this organization structure is filled by human resource. All this function is performed by human resource. If you don't have human resource which are efficient and effective, your top level, middle level, lower level hierarchy will be not filled, and it will be not filled, and what will happen? It will be not productive. Your organization won't be productive because all this designation are very important. They are framing vision. This top level is framing vision, mission, they are framing strategies. This department or this hierarchy of management are performing production, and lower level are actually executing the work. Okay, so total knowledge, skills and creative ability. I have told you human resource has the knowledge regarding a particular field. Like if I am recruiting a finance manager, he will be having the knowledge regarding the finance field. he will be having the skills which he has acquired through that particular course. If I've studied MBA, I've acquired skills like, for example, leadership skills, strategic skills, then mental skills, conceptual skills, which are important for running a business activity. Okay. Creative ability, they possess creative ability also. They need to possess a creative ability if they want to bring something new in the market. Okay, you should be not rigid, you should be very creative, very innovative. Okay, and that happens when you do a particular course. That's why most of the top level designatory person are have this type of skills, because they are dealing more with the vision, mission, and strategy formulation. That's really required all these skills. Okay, if you're talking about workers, they don't need all these things, they doesn't require, they just need to be physically fit for performing that particular job. Okay. They need to have talent, very very important. If they don't have talent for that designation, they won't be productive, they won't give output. It's very important. Finance manager, he should be very very good in that calculation, he should be very very accurate, he should possess that skills, he should possess that talent. If he doesn't have that talent or that skill, what will happen? He will be not able to achieve the outcome. Okay, and outcome will that contribute towards vision, and he will be not able to achieve the vision of the business organization. Okay, then aptitude, he should have a good mathematical knowledge, good conceptual skills, he should be very calculative. All these things human resource only possess, all other resource machine, material, method, money, they don't have. That's why human resource is the most important resource. Any business organization is running because of all this knowledge, skills, creative ability, talent, aptitude, okay, of an organization workforce. Now human resource is used to be describe the people who work for a company or organization, and the department responsible for managing resources related to employees. Yes, this department, HR department, is concerned with managing human resource. This department is the department which analyzes the manpower requirement through HRP. Okay, then after analyzing the requirement of manpower, then they do recruitment takes place through different type: internal recruitment, external recruitment is also classified into various forms. Then after recruitment, they select an employee. After selecting the employee, they place the employee in particular designation. After placement, they conduct an induction program, which is very important. And in induction, they basically introduce the company's vision, mission, history to the new employee which has come to the organization recently. Okay, they doesn't know what is the vision, mission of the company. So through induction program, they are giving introduction and make them more friendly, make them more comfortable with the environment of the organization. After induction, you have training. Yeah, very important. Employee need to be given training regarding particular designation. Without training, he will be not having the knowledge regarding the practical aspect of that particular field. I've been recruited as a finance manager in XYZ company, but there is a need for training, because every organization working process or working culture or working techniques are different. So through training, the employee get the knowledge and insight of the process, how I need to work out, how the things will taking place in this organization, because fresher doesn't know how the working techniques are there in that particular organization. Okay, so human resource is used to be described both as a people who work for an organization or company, and the department responsible for managing human resource. This department is responsible for managing the human resource. How I need to manage the human resource, how I need to recruit, select, place, train them, guide them, compensate them, evaluate their performance, appraise them, because ultimately human resource is the most important resource. Thus, effective and efficient utilization is necessary. Okay, now human resource is concerned with all these factors. Okay, firstly, personnel are the employees, they are working in the organization, people at work who are working at the organization, manpower, staff, and employees. Okay, this is the segregation of which comes in human resource. Okay, this is very simple. Now HRM is concerned with all these four function. Okay, acquisition, acquiring the manpower, developing them, maintaining them, motivating them, very important. See, every business organization needs human resource. for functioning the business activity, whether it's a production related, whether it's a service related. They need manpower. Without manpower they cannot formulate vision, mission, objectives, strategies or policies, because manpower has the knowledge, has the skills, has the ability, has the talent. So first point of HRM is concerned with acquisition. They need to acquire effective workforce for the business organization. If they don't have a good workforce, their business won't run. Then develop them, very important. To develop them is the most important, because if you are acquiring, okay, that's good, but you need to motivate them, you need to upgrade their skills, you need to provide them training session, you need to develop the personality, you need to provide them with the working friendly environment. If they are developed, they will be productive to your organization, and they will be very motivated, and the motivational level will that result in more production. Okay, and ultimate achievement of the vision of the business organization. Maintenance is also very important. You need to maintain your employee, you need to provide them with all training session, motivate them, appraise them. It's very important. Motivation, not only just monetary motivation, non-monetary, through award, through recognition. What happens if an employee is given an award? How he'll feel? He'll feel motivated, he will feel like organization is recognizing me for my work. So what I should do, I should enhance my skill, I should be more productive, I should be more disciplined, I should coordinate with all the people living in the organization. So it's very important for every business organization to provide them with the monetary as well as non-monetary. That's why all the big companies organize award functions for their employees. Employee of the year, employee of the month. Why? Because that will boost up their morale, and morale boosting is very important if you want to keep your organization running smoothly. Then you have motivation is very important. You have positive motivation, you have negative motivation. Positive, that's concerned with promoting an employee from lower to middle or middle to higher. Negative, then it's demotion. So motivation also plays a very important role. Okay, there are two types of motivation basically: monetary motivation, non-monetary. Monetary is concerned with providing money, okay, increasing their incentives, increasing their salary, okay, compensating them more, providing them more the benefits. Then non-monetary is related to providing them with the award, recognition, okay, respecting them a lot for their work. Now, meaning of HRM. What is the meaning of HRM? Okay, human resource management is the planning, directing and procurement, development, compensation, integration, maintenance and separation of organizational resource to achieve an individual organizational objective. Very important. See, human resource management is the planning. They plan through HRP how many employees I need, okay, in which department I need, okay, what should be their qualification, what should be their job description, what should be their job specification. Then directing, providing them the direction. And procuring means basically acquiring from different sources. Okay, there are different sources of recruitment: advertisement, through e-portal, through consultancy, through factory gates. Different designation people process with the different recruitment process, campus recruitment. Okay, procurement, developing them, providing them with the all-round development, okay, providing them with the good working environment, providing them with the good facilities, benefits, okay, training program, motivating them, enhancing their morale, boosting their morale, giving them award, giving them recognition. Okay, compensation is concerned with providing them with the salary, which is most important. They are working for that basic pay. Okay, integration, integrating all the department. Proper coordination should be there between HR department to different department, because ultimately human resource department is concerned with effective utilization of manpower in the organization. So integrating all the department with HRM. Maintenance, maintaining them. Okay, separation, if any employee want to leave your organization, you need to provide them with the gratuity of PF, what are required. Okay, of human resource to achieve individual, it is concerned with achieving individual objective, organizational objective as well as social objective. What are individual objective? Individual objective may be salary, okay, providing them with the good working environment. That's also very important objective of individual. Good working environment, coordination, discipline. Organizational objective is vision, mission, objective. In social objective, doing CSR activity, doing ethical activity, providing employability to people, eradicating poverty, increasing GDP, GNP. These are social objective. Okay, Now, HRM is the strategic approach to the effective management of people in a company, okay, organization. It's a strategic approach to the effective management of people. This department is concerned with effective management of the people in the company. Okay, effective and efficient management of the company through proper HRP. Then they need to do job analysis, they need to prepare job description, job specification. They are going to do recruitment, selection, placement, training, compensation, evaluation, appraisal. Okay, now let's focus on the definition of HRM. Very, very important. According to Milkovich and Baudrillard, the name is little bit difficult. Okay, HRM is a series of integrating decision that forms the employment relationship. The quality contributes to the ability of organizational and the employee to achieve their objective. Very, very important and very easy. See, HRM is a series of integrated decision. This is a decision which is integrating that forms the employee relationship. The quality of contribute to the ability of organization. Of course, your employees are very, very motivated. If employee are boosted, they are productive, they are talented, so what will happen? They will contribute to the quality contribution to the ability of organization. See, why Tata is recognized as a good company? Because they have a good human force behind that company. So employee are the base for any organization. Your human resource is the base for any organization. If any organization is very productive, has a good market share, has a good reputation, is able to achieve the vision mission, because they have a good human resource, they have a quality human resource. Okay, this definition says like that about, okay, about that only. Now, human resource management is concerned with people dimension in management. Since every organization is made up of people, acquiring their service, developing their skills, motivating them to higher level performance, commitment to the organization. Yeah, human resource management is concerned with people. This department is concerned or focuses on the people of the organization. Okay, since every organization is made up of people, I've told you the hierarchy of management. You have board of directors, you have CEO, CFO, MD, then you have general manager, you have different departments, you have different sub departments, you have workers, foremen, supervisors. So it, or any organization is comprises of people, acquiring them from the proper sources, then developing them, providing them with the good working environment, good working conditions, training program, enhancing their skills. Very important to enhance their skills if you want to face the through competition. That's why every organization organizes the training session on the regular basis to see what is there in the market and to make our employee upgraded to face the cut through competition, because market is very dynamic, very complex, and it's changing, because we are just not dealing with the national companies, we are dealing with the international companies. So it's very important to upgrade the employee, enhance their skill through training session, motivating them through monetary motivation, non-monetary motivation to higher level of performance. Of course, they, if they are motivated, their performance will increase, their morale will be boosted up. Okay, and they will be more committed to organization. Now, nature of management. Let us focus on the features of management or nature of management. It is goal oriented. Okay, it is concerned with achieving some goal or some target. It is universal. The principle or the application of HRM are universal. It's applicable around the globe. Not only in our country, we are using recruitment, selection, placement, everywhere in the world. The process of recruitment or the function of recruitment is same. Okay, dynamic, it's constantly changing. The HRM which was in 1990s is totally different now. We have more evaluation, we are bringing up now social audit, we are bringing with the appraisal, different techniques, different methods, different theories, so that we make the best utilization of manpower in our organization. We boost their morale, we providing them with the training session. Earlier there were no training session. Nowadays every day to day there is a training session in every company to make them more competitive, because market environment is really, really very, very dynamic, it's constantly changing. So you need to keep your employees motivated. Multidimensional, it has very various dimension. It is working in the under different dimensions. Okay, it's a science. Science has some principles, some theories. Yeah, HRM is also some theories. And art, you need to apply that theories and that aspect in the practical life, in that practical company. Okay, group activity, it's not an individual. I've told you there is a structure of management, hierarchy of management, top level, middle level, lower level. You have board of directors, CEO, CFO, you have MD, you have GM, you have branch manager, you have different departmental managers, department sub departmental managers, you have workers, foremen, supervisors. So it's a group activity, it's not an individual activity. It's intangible, you cannot see, touch, count. Okay, it's intangible. They just, you need just HR manager need to analyze all this function. It can't be touched, but it can be felt. Okay, recruitment can be felt, selection can be felt. If recruitment is taking positively, it will react on selection. Then you have training. So all the function are interlinked and interdependent, but you can't see, touch, count. It's intangible. Okay, it's pervasive, it's applicable everywhere in every organization. You cannot survive without HR department. No, not possible. You need to do recruitment, selection, placement, training, compensation, evaluation, appraisal. You can't avoid this, because it's very basic one to utilize the human resource effectively. It's inherent part of management. Inherent basically refers to, this is the most important part of management, because ultimately you need to fill human resource in your organization and different hierarchy of management. So this is inherent part of management, very important part of management. This department is concerned with the utilization of the most important resource of management. Okay, now objective of HRM. Okay, what are the objective of HRM? Organizational objective, which is concerned with the organizations, related to organization. So societal objective, which is related to society. Your functional, day to day functional objective. Personal objective, related to an employee's personal aspect. Now societal objective, very important. Okay, organization is living in a society, functioning in a society, using the resources of the society. So they have some objective, some compliance towards the society. So what are they? Legal compliance, following rules, regulation, not doing illegal activities. Benefits, providing them with the benefits of employability, eradicating poverty, contributing towards GDP, GNP. Union management relation, very important. This is basically related to labor. Okay, if basically union management is the mm, basically it's concerned with providing the labor with all benefits. Okay, exploitation of labor should be avoided, very important. They are working for your organization, they are providing their every efforts, and if you're exploiting them, so what will happen? Union management comes if workers are being exploited in any company. Okay, now you have organizational objective, very important, which is concerned with the organization. Human resource planning, which is concerned with HRP. Okay, which is concerned with analyzing how many employees I need, in which department I need, what should be the skills, what should be the qualification, work experience. Okay, employee relation, the relation between different employees in organization. Selection, placing right person at right place at right time, and choosing the best candidate. Okay, staffing is concerned with placing right person at right time. Selection is concerned with choosing the best candidate out of many candidates. For example, in recruitment, there are 100 applicants, but I need to select one. So selection is choosing the best out of 100 according to the requirement. What are the requirement? Qualification, experience, what should be the skills he should be need to possess. Okay, what is the academic record of his. Okay, training and development is concerned with training and development, providing employee with the training. Proper training programs should be organized on the regular basis, providing them with a good working environment, boosting their morale, motivating them, enhancing their skills, enhancing their ability to face the cutthroat competition. Appraise, if employee is working well, he should be given appraisal. Okay, appraisal, what happens? See, appraising someone will indirectly, if organization is appraising the employee, what will happen? The morale will be boosted up. They'll feel like this organization is so much concerned about me, they are motivating me, they are appraising me with the monetary motivation, non-monetary motivation. So I need to be more productive, I need to give more outcome. Okay, then you have functional objective, appraisal. Okay, appraising the employees, placing them, at the right place, very important. Assessment, assessing their performance, whether they are improving or not, okay, whether they are contributing more, whether they are productive or not. If they are not productive, then we need to organize a training session. Now you have personal objective. Personal objective is also related to somewhat organizational objective. Training and development, providing them with the training and development. Appraising them, placing at right place at right time. Compensating, very important. Employees personal objective is basically related to proper compensation should be given, okay.